guys, sorry about that. This is video number 7.5. I don't want to call it 8 because we're very much on the stream of thought and we actually cut off mid-sentence. If you are picking up this video out of order, I strongly suggest you go back to video 7. My phone on our trip home, the battery died. It's charging now, so that was where the cutoff happened. I apologize. Just to go back a sentence or two even, we were talking about shadow figures, poltergeists, and how because a shadow figure is such a large and not good thing, it's non-human, malevolent, say that word? Malevolent, yes.
Evil,
but evil is up for perception when you're talking about things that were never human.
Right.
Does something that was never human even have the concept of evil?
Right.
But they cause harm. They feed off of chaos. They cause harm. They like bad energy. So teams will be called, whether it's a psychic medium working on their own, or it's a team of paranormal investigators, or it's a witch doctor, or it's whatever, someone
shaman.
Googles, right, to try to figure out what the hell's going on in their house. And they immediately say, because catchphrases are called catchphrases for a reason, they say, I have a poltergeist, I have a haunting, my house is possessed, there's shadow figures, there's slim men. And the whole goal of a very good team, whether it's now televised because it seems to be a thing, or it's for years and years and years untelevised, is to actually go in and disprove as much as they can. Because even though their entire career, I guess, is based on making people believe and studying these occurrences, the only way to prove to so many of the doubting population that they are valid is to not have 100% success rate. Every house they go into, every building they enter, yep, there you go, there's a haunting, it's possessed, it's evil, oh my God, get out the holy water, get out the whatever. And so that's what Lisa was talking about when my phone cut off, which is they always question the people living there. You know, you have scratches up and down your back. Well, do you have a cat or a dog that might have been sleeping in bed with you and you startled it and it scratched you? Okay, continue.
So these people will be like, you know,
oh, son of a mother. Oh, okay.
No, it just
never
up.
mind. I thought I had not been recording.
So son of a mother, they will say, you know, I have a haunting. My house is haunted. I need you to come help me. We need your help. We need to figure out if this is relative or if it's evil or if it's whatever it is. We need your help. And they will use these catchphrases like when you ask them, you know, well, what's going on? Because before, like again, I said I'm speaking on my terms of what my team does personally, that I know. So I can speak on the truth behind this matter because this is how we go into doing an investigation. You know, so when someone contacts us, be it phone, Facebook, YouTube, email, whatever, or just in person, and says, hey, you know, I know you do this paranormal stuff. I'm having a lot of weird things happening at my home. Can you come check it out? We have questions, you know, like, what's weird that's happening? And, you know, they'll be like, oh, well, we see shadow people. We're like, oh, okay, shadow people. Check. You know, we have poltergeist activity. Okay, such as we'll hear rapping, we'll hear knocking, we'll hear disembodied voices. Okay. We'll hear footsteps when there's no one else in the house. We're having encounters, physical attacks. Physical attacks, holy crap, what's happening? We get scratched, bruises. We have documented proof of this. We have photographs. Well, you know, in the back of our minds, we're going, well, good for you. You took a picture of your bruise. You know, and that's kind of how you got to go into this, kind of with like a little giggle of, you know, sure you do. Everybody's going to be a little judgmental of, okay, sure, you have all these things. And then you go into the deeper questions like, well, how long have you lived in this house? Oh, we've lived here for 10 years. Great. When did the activity start? 9 out of 10 times you're going to get 1 to 2 most popular answers for a paranormal experience happening in your home that you've lived in for years and years and years. It started when we started new construction in the home. Okay. Or when someone recently passed away. Okay. Cool. Anybody who's watched any type of paranormal anything, documentary, TV show, movie, drama, comedy, what have you, talk show, are going to hear anytime that you do construction in a home, especially a well-established home that's a couple 100 years old or 100 years old or more, you are going to disturb the entities of that house. And that could cause paranormal activity to happen. People latch on to that. Well, we started redoing our kitchen, and oh my God, now the cabinet doors open and close constantly by themselves. We'll go to bed, they're closed. We wake up, they're open. All of my dishes, when I went to work, were in the cabinet. When I came home, they were busted all over my kitchen floor. Okay. Good point. That does seem like paranormal, poltergeist, haunting activities. Okay. But you don't want to be disrespectful to the person and go, did you get at a level? Are your shelves straight? Is there any vibration by your house? Lots of traffic or anything that could cause vibrations in the cabinet to cause these doors to swing open and dishes to slide out? You know, you live by a train track. Things like that. That you're in your mind, you're debunking and you're thinking of these things. And you may be making notes of these. Let's check that. These are new cabinets. Maybe they're not hung right. Maybe they're not anchored well. Maybe the doors are not hung right. So they eventually swing open. So these are things you go into it with, of the questions you have to ask. And you make your list, whether it's mental or physical list of your little checklist. Okay. Do you have pets? Well, yeah, we have dogs and cats and whatever. Okay. Animals. Are the animals, do they sleep with you? Are they loose in the house at night? Well, yeah, but they don't sleep with us. But are they loose in the house at night, or are they crated or whatever? Oh no, they wander around the house, but they don't sleep in our room. We leave them out of our room. Okay. That could be a reason for footsteps, knocking, tapping, vibration. You know, things like that. You put that into your little notes as a debunking tool. You know, and then people will say, well, these shadow figures you're seeing. You say you see shadow figures. Oh yeah, we see them all the time. Can you describe them to me? It's tall. Oh, okay, how tall? I'm going to say 6'5", big. Can you tell if it's male or female? Definitely looks like a man. Definitely a man. 9 times out of 10, the dude's going to wear a hat. Okay? So, in my imagination, when most people describe a shadow figure, what in my mind's eye pictures is anybody who's ever watched wrestling is a silhouette of the Undertaker. So big, huge man with a hat with the brim that comes out, and it's all black. Think of the Undertaker entering a WWE, WWF, whatever wrestling match in the dark before the lights hit him. That silhouette, that outline of him, that is a shadow person.
In their brain.
In their brain. Because that's how they've heard it described so many times. You know, it's never it's like a little 5'2" grandma looking thing. A shadow person is always this humongous, very
dramatic
masculine figure. Okay? And then you'll be like, okay, well, where do you see the shadow figure? Well, we usually see it in, you know, like say, in this room, and it'll go from right to left. Right to left. And it's fast. It's really fast. Catch it out of the corner of your eye. How often do you see it? At least, I don't know, at least 2-3 times a week. And then you'll ask another person who in the family who has seen it, and they're like, oh, well, I've seen it maybe once or twice. Okay. And you ask them to describe it. Same thing. It's a black figure. It moves fast from left to right or right to left, always in that room. Okay. Again, you're writing down in your notes, probably, you know, residual energy. A manifestation of residual energy of a living being, spirit who used to live here, who is repeating this loop of time. And when you're calm and your subconscious mind is, sorry, it's a little dark right now, but we're coming up on pound. When your conscious mind is eased and, you know, you're relaxed after a hard day at work, watching TV, feet propped up, whatever, your mind expands and opens up. And your third eye, or whatever you want to call it, has the ability then, let there be light, to see things that your normal brain doesn't often see.
And you're just labeling it shadow figure.
They're labeling it something that it's technically not, okay?
But you've heard it.
But they've heard it, and heard it, and heard it, and heard it. Shadow figure, shadow figure, shadow figure.
Poltergeist, shadow figure.
Shadow figure, this, that, and the third. So that's what's familiar to them. And they may even loosely use the term to get the help they're seeking. Well, if I tell them I just have poltergeist type activity every once in a while, a door may open, or a doorknob may rattle, or the window may shake, they're not going to come. If I tell them I have a shadow person, oh, they'll come. And they'll bring all their equipment.
Alright, and we're going to pause there, because that's a good explanation of, one, debunking a theory, but also leading into a more thorough exploration of shadow figures, which is how we started the original video that got cut off. But some of the reactions, it was nice to hear some of the reactions of investigators when that phrase, shadow figure, comes up.
That's a red flag.
It's a red flag.
It's a red flag for real paranormal investigators. Because it means so much.
It means so much. And in our next video, which will be actually 8, this is 7.5, we'll go a little bit deeper into why people are desperately trying to clarify that it is or is not an actual, what the paranormal community is deeming an actual shadow figure.
Right.
Because again, like I've said at the beginning of many of the videos, and I will continue to say, all of this is such an unknown field that it is hard to say that this is 100% concrete truth. This is opinions, experiences, But like anything, a common knowledge starts to spring up. That if I took your team on the East Coast and questioned a team on the West Coast, said, what is a poltergeist? What is a shadow figure? It might vary, but it won't vary so much that you'll be in a total different ballpark. You have common perceptions of what these things are. So we'll stop for now, and we will pick up in just a little bit.